नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, once again with the extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala we are going to continue, and today alhamdulillah I had the time to make the information I shared with you last time in a much more presentable format. So we are going to talk about pronouns, inshallah, in today's class. And if you remember, we have been doing grammatical analysis, right? So if we know two things very goodly, namely the i'rab and the ḍmā'ir, then inshallah we can analyze at least 90% of the Quranic verses without much effort. Do you understand? Do you agree on that? So what are the two things we can try to improve on? The i'rab, very important, and also the ḍmā'ir. So today I'm going to show you some new aspects of ḍmā'ir. Okay, and some of this information is previously discussed, and let's see, is Sister Fazila saying something? Yes. Can somebody help Sister Fazila? Yes, this is the password. Yes. Lowercase. Okay. So the meaning, the ḍmā'ir, when we talk about ḍmā'ir, we think about two things. One is called Baariz, and the other one is called Mustater or Mustater. And Mustater. We know what Mustater is, right? We have been talking about it, that it is the hidden pronoun, right? And Baariz mean something which is zahir, something visible. Okay, so in order to understand that, you would have to bring this chart back in your in your memory. So when we're looking at fi'l mudari, for example, now fi'l mudari has these sigas: yazhabu, yazhabani, yazhabuna, tazhabu, tazhabani, yazhabna, right? So we know that there is a third person for male, and then there is a third person ghaib for female, and then we have hadir and we have mutakallim. Yes. So we know there are 14 sigas. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when we look at them in the number sense, so there are 14 sigas. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So look at the chart on the left, and you see number 1 and number 4 is blank, and the rest of the 12 sigas are showing the green color. Now we remember from our previous lectures that whenever there is a siga number 1 or siga number 4, the siga number 1 belongs to what? The masculine. Yeah.
Yes.
And the siga number 4 belongs to the feminine. Yeah. And if fi'l mudari, so we are talking about huwa and iya. Yeah. Okay. So when we have a presence of siga number 1 and siga number 4, we know that in that sentence, the hidden pronouns are the huwa and the hiya. No secret there, right? But they can have a visible file which can come later in the sentence. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. So that's why I'm not talking about number 1 and number 4, because we know that by default they are mustatar, but they have the possibility that a visible noun can come later on. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't make the green distinction, then we know that there are 14 sigas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So when you are dealing with a verb, what is the one thing you are looking for? The file. Yes? And what is the default file in the verb? Isn't it the pronoun?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So let's look at the next one. So if we don't think about number 1 and number 4, we know already. But look at number 7, number 13, and number 14. Those are green, and the rest are purple. And the same depiction here with the purple. The thing is, you have to look at this. Okay. Now look at this. Yazhabu. Is that number 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And tazhabu. This is number 4.
Number 4. Yeah.
So we know that the hidden dhamir is the huwa, and the hidden dhamir over here is here.
Yeah.
And this is the previous information we have. This is not nothing new, right? Is tazhabu number 7?
Tazhabu.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Tazhabu is number 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. And look at this, azhabu and nazhabu. Is there any other color other than green in there?
No.
No.
Yes.
So let's go back here. You see 7, 13, and 14. So look at this again. 7. Oh, is this 7? Tazhabu.
Yeah.
And this is 13,
Tazhabu.
18.
14. Yeah.
40.
So if you don't see any blue color addition, or you don't see any blue color, that means the dhamir is mustatar. They are hidden. So azhabu will be which one?
Yes, number 1.
Azhabu will be
I.
which one?
I.
Ana, right? Ana, yes.
Yes, Anna.
Okay, good. And what about nazhabu?
We.
We. Nahnu. Nahnu, yes. Nazhabu is nahnu, right?
Nahnu, yes.
Yes. And now when we say over here yazhabani, isn't this huma?
Yes.
And out of the huma we took the alif, yeah.
Yeah.
And yazhabuna was supposed to be hum, yeah.
Yes.
And for that we just took the waw, right? Una sound.
Mhm.
The una sound is the representation of the hum. So if I tell you that siga number 1, 4, 7, 13, and 14 are the mustatar pronouns, because the pronouns are hidden in there, and the rest are baariz, which is number 2, number 3, number 5, 6,
6, 8,
Eight.
9.
9,
9.
10, 11, 12, right? So what is
Yes.
the baariz dhamir in musanna yazhabani? Alif. Yes.
Yes.
And in the jama is the male one is the u, the waw sign, and in the female is the noon sound. Yazhabna. Yes.
Yeah.
And again the
Wow.
waw and the noon.
No.
So what I'm trying to tell you right now is, how do you know which dhamir is mustatar and which dhamir is baris? And for that you have to rely on the fi'l mudari chart. And in the madi also we have similar, but right now I'm just giving you the reference of fi'l mudari. So, and in order to represent that in color, we know that 1 and 4 will always have a default hidden dhamir if there is no other visible file present in the sentence, right? So that's why I'm not coloring number 1 and 4. But we know that 7, 13, and 14, they're always going to be a hidden pronoun.
Brother
Yes.
Abid,
Yes.
there's Baariz and Mustatar. Are there any English terminology for that as well?
So
Or
I
no?
was saying that mustatar is hidden
Hidden. Okay. Okay.
and the baariz
Other one is visible. Okay.
Visible.
Visible.
And if you remember, when we were doing the verbs, we always looked at, we said, okay, is siga number 1 or siga number 4? Then look if there is a marfu noun coming later in the sentence, then that could be the visible file or outside file. The terminology.
Outside file. Yes.
Outside
Okay.
file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So now when this chart is there, you can see, you can make more sense now. See, if we take this chart and put the corresponding ḍmā'ir in front of them. So we looked at that number 1 is huwa, number 4 is hiya,
Yeah.
number 7 is
Anta.
anta, yes,
Yeah.
and then number 12 is ana,
No.
and number 14 is nahnu, yes. So we recognize them, right? They are coming in their original form, right?
Yeah.
But for the other ones, we have the alif, 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 because musanna is huma for all male and female,
Wow, noon. Jama.
right? No, musanna. Let's stick with musanna first. So isn't musanna is from huma, and huma
Yeah.
is musanna for all male and female versions, right?
Yeah, same.
So from the huma we get only alif, right? So even though in the sentence or in the verb is gonna be alif, but we know behind the scene is huma. Agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the baariz pronoun in this category will be alif, 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 and alif. Yes. For the jama, we know that the hum is replaced with waw, and the hunna is replaced with the noon, and then the antum is replaced with the waw, and antunna is replaced with the noon.
Noon.
Yeah. So if I tell you which one is baariz and which one is mustatar, now you know. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So number 1, number 4, number 7, number 13 and 14 are the mustatar one, and the rest are the baariz one.
So, Brother Abid,
Yes, sir.
can we say that all Wahid are Mustatar except Hazir male?
If
And
you
all-
no, not hazir
all-
male. Is it hazir male or female?
Hazir
As
female.
a female.
Yes.
All Wahid except Hazir female are what they call it, hidden,
Mustater.
Mustatir. And all Musna and Jama except Nano are.
Yes. So that's why I give you bunch of things. I give you this chart where I give you the numbers, right?
For me, it's
And-
very hard to remember the numbers.
Okay. So if you want to remember like this, that's why I color coded. I'm
Yeah.
using the color coded ones. That as soon as you see the replacement of by alif, and you see a waw, you know that these are baariz
Yeah.
pronouns. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll make more sense once I go further down in the chart. Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions before I move on? And we will come back to this again and again so that we get the concept. And if not, then at least you have the chart with you, or all the information is with you to review, and then we can do it one more time again. Okay. The reason is, if we understand pronouns very, very thoroughly, inshallah, the Quran, most of the grammatical analysis will become very easy, inshallah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a look at further down. So how many kinds of ḍmā'ir we have? Muttasil and munfasil. Yes. We know the muttasil is the attached and munfasil is the detached.
Detached.
Yes. So in the past, when we were on the beginner level, we only learned the munfasil marfu. Yes. The Rafa version. We said all the detached pronouns of what status? Rafa status. Yes. And which one was those? Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So these we know by heart now, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, in the last lecture, I told you that detached pronouns also have the mansub category. And this is the advanced lecture, or this is the advanced one, which we didn't know. And what is the difference? If you forget about iya, then you will find the hu, huma, hum, ha, huma, hunna, ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna, ki, na. Yes. Isn't that identical to the attached mansub and majroor, which is the hu, huma, hum?
Yes.
Right? The only
Yeah.
thing they have done, they have added the iya in front of it. Yes. Iyahu, iyahuma, iyahum, iyaha, iyahuma, iyahunna. So they created another category. They're calling it mansub. Yes. And they just added the iya part to it. And then once I'll give you the example I gave you last time, you will understand why there was a need for this. Yeah. Now, when we are dealing with verbs, what are the two things we are interested in? The fa'il and the maf'ul. Right? Right? because we need to know who is doing the action, and in some cases we also need to know who is the object. Yes. And what is the status of the file? Rafa.
Rafa.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the status of the maf'ul? Nasab.
Nasab.
So when we need to know them in the category of ḍmā'ir, don't we need the ḍmā'ir of marfu and mansub category? We do, right?
Yeah.
We need to know the rafa and the nasab version of both attached and detached pronouns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the right hand side, when we talked about detached pronouns, in the past, we said all the attached pronouns are of nasab and jar status. That's our
Nasab.
existing knowledge. Yes.
Yeah.
But today I'm saying that they also have a rafa status, and that rafa status has to do specifically with the madi and mudare. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the new information. Why madi and mudare? Because madi and mudare deals with verbs. Yes.
Yes.
And when we are dealing with verbs, what is the, along with the verb, what is the one most important thing we need minimum to make sense of a verb? The file. Yes.
Yeah.
And is the file supposed to be rafa?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is why we are saying that in the madi category, we will have huwa, hiya, ta, ti, tu, na. Yes. Alif, alif, tuma, tuma, tum, tunna, noon, wow. Yes. Okay. Now, is huwa the mustatir one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is hiya mustatir?
Mustater.
Is tuma mustatir?
No.
Tuma.
Duma is
No, right?
yeah.
And tum is not mustatir. But which one is mustatir? Huwa and
Huwa,
hiya.
hiya, ti,
Mhm.
tu,
No, no,
na.
no. No, no. They're not.
Huwa, hiya, ta, to.
No, with ta
na.
is supposed to be anta.
Yeah.
Think about it. So in the mudare one, because we covered the mudare one, right? We said mudare one is 1, 4, 7, 12, 13, and 14, correct?
No.
Yes.
Because they are in their true original form in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you take anything away from them and whatever you're using instead of them, then they are known as baris. Yes?
Bye.
Yeah.
Yes. But if they are in their original form, then they are mustatir because they're hidden in the verb. Yes. So in the mudare, we had 1, 4, 7, 13, and 14. But in madi, the only two ones we have is huwa and hiya, and the rest are baris.
Baariz, I see.
Can everybody see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now let's look at again the same chart, but just the muttasil part. Yeah. Right. So now I'm going to say this concept of hidden and baris applies to the marfu category only. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Everybody sees that point when I made this point, that
Yeah.
the baris and the mustatir will only apply to the marfu category, because the marfu category is which is dealing with the madi and mudare verb. Yes. Yes. Good job. Okay. Do you guys know the use of the attached pronouns? That when is it majroor and when is it mansoob? And there is very simple answer for that.
Attached are always rafa, attached are always jar and nasab.
Okay. When you're looking for mansoob, right? Mansoob means what? We're looking for a maf'ul. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So anytime there is an attached pronoun with a verb, that is going to be the mansoob version, because it's going to give you the maf'ul. That's the use number one. So if you want to think about attached pronouns with the nasab category, you're going to think about verbs. Yes. When the attached pronoun is connected with a harf jar, then it is majroor,
Majroor.
right? Alay hu,
Yeah.
alay huma. alayhum, alayha, alayhuma, alayhunna. What is alay? Is a preposition.
Repetition.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will also find in majroor version when it comes with another noun. Okay. So kitabu, who? Is kitab a noun?
Yeah.
It's not a harf jar, right?
No.
Yeah.
Right. So kitabuhu, his book.
His
And
book.
that combination is what? Mudaf, mudafun ilayh. Murakkab idafi. Yes.
Yeah.
Kitabuhuma, kitabuhum, kitabuha, kitabuhuma, kitabuhunna. So some of the visible usage of the attached pronouns, how can we say that they are mansoob or jar or majroor? If they come with a verb, they are mansoob. If they come with a preposition, then they are majroor. And if they come with another noun, they're also majroor because they will make mudaf and mudafun ilayh. And the mudafun ilayh is always in the status of jar. Remember the rules for mudaf and mudafun ilayh?
Yeah.
Murakkab idafi? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So far, is this sticking? Are you guys able to see the big picture since you are, mashallah, are advanced users now? Yeah?
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, now let's look at the next slide. Okay, so this is the same information. And now I'm highlighting that in the Madi, the Mustater ones are the Huwa, Hiya, and the rest are the Baariz. Yes?
Mhm.
And in the Mudare, 1, 4, 7, 13, and
13,
14 are
14.
the, yeah, these are the Mustatar and the rest are Barid, right? And we
Yeah.
know this, who, huma, hum, they are mansoob and majroor, right? So they're the same, but writing it separately just to show them. And if you color code them, then we know that the orange one will be the majroor and the mansoob one will be the purple ones, yeah? And later on we can look them in the ayah. Okay. And when we look at the detached pronouns, so the additional ones we need to know is the iyahu, iyahuma, iyahum. And we talked about it already. Okay. So we talked about this just recently. I gave you some example, but we will come back to this and give you more information. But let's look at this ayah together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون. Okay, so what we need to do, first of all, our job today is to identify the pronouns in the light of what we just learned. Yeah. Okay, so any volunteers to start with? Brother Ijaz?
Yes, sir. Yes, Brother
Okay.
Ahmed.
So ulaika, what is ulaika?
Ulaika is majroor.
Ulaika is not
Ism-
majroor.
Ism
What
zamir.
is ulaika? Is you're calling it ism zamir?
It's majroor. Yes.
No, it's not
Yes.
ism zamir. No,
It's
think about it.
ishara. So it's
Isme ishara.
Isme ishara. Yes, that's right. Okay. Now, is isme ishara, is there a zamir in there? When we are looking at ulaika ala hudam min rabbihim, where is the first zamir you encounter in this line?
ka.
Ka.
You're saying the ulaika is where the zamir is?
No, it's where the kaf.
Okay, so any one of you who is taking the isme ishara and you're saying this ka is damir, you're partially correct, but mostly wrong, because ulaika is one word which is isme ishara altogether. This ka does nothing to
Is
do with
not
the,
you. Okay.
it's not with the damir. Move
Yeah.
forward. Is ulaika a noun? You said it's a isme ishara, right?
It's noun. Yeah.
Okay. Ala is harf jar. Okay. Hudam is harf jar. Hudan is a noun.
Verb. Is verb.
Yeah.
No, hudan is not a word because there is a tanween. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Or min is harf jar.
Is verb.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we have Rabbi him. Rabbi him.
Majroor.
Their Lord, right? Their Lord. Is this, is
Rafa
there
Mudaf.
can you see there is a Zamir here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can we see that Zamir is, now what options do we have? We have the options of whether it is a attached one or a detachment. So let's get out of the way. Is it attached or detached?
Attached.
Attached. Okay. Now, in the attached category, we have three types because of the status. We have the Rafa, we have the Nasab, and we have the Jar.
Jar.
Okay? Now, is there any verb in the Rabbihim? Is there any verb in there? There is no verb, right?
No word.
So attached Rafa category will not apply. Yes? Can you guys think with me? That remember the attached Rafa category was only for Madi and Mudare.
Mhm.
Is there any verb in here? No. Rab is a noun, right?
It's noun and
Right? And
Attached.
him is the attached pronoun. Now, a minute ago I said, what is the use of attached pronoun in the status of Nasab and in the status of Jar? Right? I said when the attached pronouns come with a verb, it is in the mansoob category, right? As if it's coming as a maf'ul, right? And when it's coming with another noun, then it is mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Yes, and is mudaf ilayh is supposed to be jar dhamir.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first dhamir we encounter is the rabbihim. Yes. Now him is the majroor one, attached majroor. Yes. Jama. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Now remember, maybe you are getting thrown off because we have looked at hu, huma, hum. But over here is rabbihim. Why there is a him here? Because of the rabbi.
Rabbi,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Otherwise, this thing is hum, right? And hum is for male, third person, plural.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one, and let's challenge some sister over here. How many sisters we have? Sister Fazilat, let's start with you, inshallah. Ulaika humul muflihun. So ulaika is again isme ishara, right?
Yes.
So what are the ḍmā'ir in humul muflihun?
Whom?
Hum is what kind?
Detached pronoun.
Detached pronoun. And what is the status of hum?
Rafa.
Rafa, mashallah, very good job. So let me ask Sister Homa. Sister Homa, are you there with us today?
Yes, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, Sister Homa, al-muflihuna. Yes?
Yeah, it's fail.
Okay.
Mazari.
Okay, so first of all, when there is an al, right?
Yeah.
Al right away should tell you that this is a noun.
A noun, yes.
It's not a verb. It's not a verb, right? But it is jama. Yes? Mufli
Jama.
huna. So in here, is there a zamir in there?
Yeah, huna.
Huna, mashallah. So there you go. That is the zamir right there. Okay. Okay, let's see what else I can show you. Okay, look at let's do this one. Innal lazina kafaru sawa'un alayhim anzartahum am lam tunzirhum la yu'minun. So there is a lot of stuff in here, right? Okay, so let's do one at a time. Brother Altaf.
Yeah.
Innal lazina, do we have to worry about any damir in there?
Inna is indeed Allazina, the one who isme mausula.
Right. And inna is the harf mushabba bil fi'l, right?
Yeah.
So after that there is a kafaru. Yes?
Yeah, is word.
Is a verb, right? So as soon as you see the verb, we know that there will be a damir. Yes?
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be mustatir or it's going to be baariz. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, is kafaru madi or mudari?
Is Madi.
Madi. And in the madi table, how many was the Baariz and how many was Mustater?
Only 2, 1 and 4 were.
Okay, good. So now is kafaru. What is the dhamir here?
Is Jama.
Yes, but just by the letter. If you tell me by the letter, what letter is giving you the dhamir? The Baariz dhamir.
Wow.
Wow. Yes. Everybody agrees with me on this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Now here on this one, brother Javed. Brother Javed? Brother Javed from Richmond. Brother Javed, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay, so Brother Javed, alayhim. What kind of dhamir you find in alayhim?
Him.
Yes, but what is him? Can you explain to me? Okay, so what I'm trying to look for, is it attached? It is detached. It is if it is attached, then is it a nasab, rafa, or jar version? Which one is it? Do you get the answer? That did you get the question? So yeah. So what kind of dhamir is this, and what is the status of this dhamir?
Attached.
Start with the detached and attach first. Is it attached or detached?
Attached.
Which one?
Attached.
Attached. Okay, good. And what is alay? Okay, what kind of harf is it? Alay? Harfe jar, mashallah. So him is the attached pronoun. So what is the status of him? What is the status of him? Majroor. Yes, that's correct. Jazakallah khair. So, Brother Taj, the next word is anzartahum. Is anzartahum, is it a verb?
Anzar. Yeah, it's verb.
Okay. So tell me how many ḍmā'ir you see in anzartahum.
Anzar. One.
One?
Ta
Ta and which one? Okay, there is a lot of echo in your sound today. What's going on? Are is your phone also on, or your speaker is too loud? Can maybe turn down the speaker volume?
No.
Okay. Okay, let me come back to you. Brother Kabir.
Yeah.
What is anzartahum? How many ḍmā'ir you see in there?
Anzar. 1, 2, 3.
Is the ḍmā'ir which I can identify.
Hum is the ḍmā'ir. Okay, that's good. But
So
what
one-
kind is it?
one of-
Is it attached or detached?
Attached.
Okay, but then isn't anzarta what kind of verb is it? Is it madi or mudari?
Muzari.
Is it mudari?
Is it fil amr?
No. It is not fil amr. But let me just give you this information. It's madi. Yeah.
Okay.
Anzarta. Anzarta mean you warn, right? But it's not the okay. Anzarta, is it madi? In madi, don't we have a dhamir? And in the verb, what are the 2-3 things you're looking for? Aren't you looking for a file?
Yeah.
And aren't you looking for a maf'ul?
Yeah.
Okay. If you say home is one of the pronouns, but is
And
it the
I-
home? Is it home is file or is it maf'ul?
Maf'ul in this case.
Ta is file and home is maf'ul.
Okay, so there are 2 pronouns in there. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but they are both attached pronouns.
Yeah, attached.
Why? Because we don't see the tum here, we see the ta. Yes? And this This ta is of what category? The attached pronouns, the Rafa category.
Rafa, yeah, Rafa.
Is everybody able to see that?
Because
Brothers?
fatha that
Yes.
makes
Yes. So if you go back here, look at this. This ta, the Madi, this is what you see in the Anzarta. Yes?
Yeah.
So this is the Baariz attached pronoun,
hidden.
and it is the Rafa version. Yes? Why do we need Rafa version here? Because we are looking for the
Verb.
file.
Yeah.
And why there is a home? And what is the status of home here?
Home is
Earlier, you said home is the maful.
maf'ul, yeah.
And what is the maful supposed to be in?
In Nasb.
Nasab. Okay, let this sink in.
Yeah, it's a little bit complex.
Yes, but that is what we are trying to understand.
Yeah.
That if you go back again here, if this chart should really help you, that we have introduced this new concept of that ḍmā'ir, attached ḍmā'irs are also of category Rafa. And when we are dealing with them, we are specifically dealing with the Madi and the Mudare verbs, and we are concerned with finding the file. Yes? Does everybody understand that part? Whenever you're looking at the ḍmīr, which is the Rafa category or Rafa status, what role is going to play in that file? Yes? Brother Ijaz, looks like you, are you still with us, Brother Ijaz?
Yes, I'm there. Yeah,
Okay. So
I was muted.
yes, no worries. So I'm saying that in the attached pronouns, anytime you deal with a Rafa, in back of your mind, it should be that this ḍmīr I'm looking at, if I used in a sentence or used in a verb, I'm looking at a file. From the file point of view is the Rafa version,
Yeah.
right? When I'm looking at the mansub, I should also think about that if I'm dealing with a verb, I'm looking at the maf'ul. Yes?
Yeah.
Right. So when we are looking at the maf'ul, we are dealing with these ones, who, huma, hum, ha, huma, hunna. But when we are dealing with the Madi or Mudare, we are looking for the Mustater one or the Baariz one, right?
Yeah.
So if we go back to this this sentence now, anzartahum, yes? Yes, guys? Anzarta is if the anzarta is the Madi part, and
Madi.
so there is a file and maf'ul hidden in this. This whole sentence is a verbal sentence. Yes, anzartahum. You warned them. Yes, isn't that the translation of this verb is? Verbal
Yeah.
sentence? You
Yeah.
warned them. So you is coming from the file. The file is the ta, which is anta. Yes?
Yeah.
If there was anta, then it would have been mustatir. But in Madi, there is only two mustatir, number 1 and number 4. The rest are barid. Yes?
So, brother of it, is it number 7, Anzarta?
This is Madi. Oh, yes, you're right. It's number 7. You're right. Yes, you're right. Anzarta is number 7. So let's look at it here.
Yeah, 7.
Number 7. You're right. Correct. Thank you.
Mazi.
Yes. Now, with this also, the next one is tunzirhum. From the Madi, it changed into Mudare. Sister Homa?
Yeah.
Sister Homa?
Yes.
From Anzarta, it changes into tunzirhum. So what is this? This was Madi and this is Mudare, correct?
So that,
Yes.
Right? So over here, what do we see here? We say tunzirhum. And do you see this lam here?
yeah.
And whenever there is a lam in the Mudare, the noon gets dropped, right? It was tunzirunahum. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now there is another concept I want to tell you, which in a minute. But over home is what kind of pronoun, Sister Homa?
Home is
Detached.
detached.
Okay, so that is what I wanted to show you, that apparently it is detached, but does it make sense to be detached here?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
because in tunzirhum, that you warn them or not, right? Yes, lam is not. Yes,
Mhm.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that whether you warn them or you don't warn them, right? Then it is going to be no difference to them because they're not going to believe, right? That's the meaning of the ayah. Now, there are certain letters in Arabic. For example, alif, dal, zal, ra, za, wow. What happens to them? They do not connect with any letter coming after them. The
Yes.
other letter has to be separate from them. Yes? But if you look at the word kum or hum, then you know that this is the attached pronoun. So if you go back now, is it attached or detached?
Attached.
Attached, because after the ra, you cannot
Yeah.
physically connect the ra with anything coming after it. Yeah?
Yes.
Mhm.
So what are those letters? Alif, dal, zal, ra, za, and waw. Okay, this information we covered long time ago, but
Yeah.
again, alhamdulillah, it's a refresher of the memory. So tunzirhum, also there is this is the
It looks like detached, but it is attached.
and it
Because
looks
of-
detached because of the ra, because the ra cannot
Yes.
allow you to do this.
Exactly.
Okay, so in the yu'minuna, do we see a dhamir in the yu'minuna? Who can tell me? Who else is there? Let me see. Sister Uneza, in yu'minuna, do you see a dhamir?
Az-zamir.
I mean pronoun?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, yu'minuna, is the verb?
Yes, yeah.
What kind? Madi or mudari?
It's a mudare.
Okay, good. So we said earlier that the Baariz and Mustater, the ḍmā'ir only applies
Yes.
to
So it has a zamir in it.
which one is it?
Una is I think it's home.
The wow, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's home, but home got converted into the
Wow.
wow. Yes.
Oh.
If there was a home, then we know it was been Mustatir because that's the actual original dhamir, right? But when you replace it with a certain prefix or suffix, then we know that this is Baariz. So what kind of dhamir is this? Wow is the Baariz one.
Baariz.
If it's Baariz, then what is the status by default?
Status would be
Look, home, you said home, right? In there. Now, home, isn't it detached pronoun home, which is Rafa?
oh yes, sorry, Rafa. Yes.
So this is
I'm
Rafa,
sorry,
right?
I was thinking about Jama and sorry. Yes, yes.
No worries. See, this is the thing. These little techniques, if we can master these and start recognizing them by looking at the ayah, inshallah, this will really help, right? Okay, so look at this. Now I have color coded the same ayah. Look at this. In the lazina kafaru, in the kafaru, the wow was the Baariz dhamir. Yes, right? The wow, this wow here is the dhamir, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it Baariz, by the way?
Yeah, it's hidden.
Right. And alayhim. Alayhim is the majroor attached dhamir with the orange color.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Anzarta, the ta here is the Baariz dhamir. Madi. Yes?
Yeah.
Right. And the home, the purple one is the nasab one, attached. Maful.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the tunzir, home. Home is the, there is tunzir is anta.
Attached pronoun.
In the tunzir, there is anta, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about home? Home is the the attached pronoun. Now, when a attached pronoun come with a verb, it is also in the status of nasab.
Yes.
Yes. What about yuminuna? There is the ḍmā'ir, baariz, the wow, and this is the Rafa version of attached pronoun.
Plural.
Okay. So now let's go back one more time and look at these one more time so that this time you know what I was looking for in the ayah. Okay. So look at this. Yazhabu, yazhabani. The cyan color or the blue color is where the baariz ḍmā'ir is. Yes. And we know that 1 and 4 and the 7 and 13 and 14 will be the mustatar one in the mudari one. Yes. In Madi, it will only be 1 and 2, 1 and 4, and the rest will be baris. Correct? Okay.
Yeah.
And these are the tables to understand how we are going to decipher them. Also, we have here is the brother Taj, I think your phone is echoing today. Okay, good. So in the Muttasil version, we have the Rafa, Nasab and Jar, and the Rafa one will be Madi and Mudare, because in the Madi and Mudare, we are looking for a file, and in order to do that, we would have to look at the Rafa category. Agree? File is always Rafa, correct? Okay, so Huwa, Hiya is the Mustatar one, and the rest of them are the Baariz one. And in the Mudare, 1, 4, 7, 13, and 14 are the Mustatir one, and the rest ones are Baariz. Yes? Yes. For the Mansoob, we had the Hu, Huma, Hum, Ha, Huma, Hunna, and they are combined. Mansoob and Jar, they are the same, but we know when it comes with the verb, it's going to be Mansoob. When it comes with the harf jar, is going to be majroor, or when it comes with another noun, it is going to be majroor. And the mudare, the detached one will be rafa and nasab, and you will have huwa, huma, hum, and then iyahu, iyahum, iyahuma, and iyahum. Now let's take a look further down. Let's see if I can find you another. Look at this one. This is the example we did last time. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Yeah. So what do you see here, Iyaka? Is Iyaka detached pronoun of nasab status?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So what we said in the translation, मैं थोड़ा उर्दू में बोलता हूँ कि हम तेरी इबादत करते हैं, ठीक है? तो उसमें इतना जोर नहीं है. हम ये कहना चाहते हैं कि हम सिर्फ तेरी इबादत करते हैं, ठीक है ना? लास्ट टाइम हमने ये बात की थी ना कि हम सिर्फ तेरी इबादत करते हैं. तो ये जो सिर्फ या तेरी ही इबादत करते हैं, कि ये मफहूम कैसे आएगा? तो यहाँ पे वर्ब कौन सा है? नाबुदू. यस, नाबुदू, राइट? तो नाबुदू उसका हम कह सकते हैं, ब्रदर somebody opened their sound again and is making a lot of noise. Brother Taj, is this your or brother Javed? Okay, is still on. Right, brother Javed, I think is you. Hold on. Is it better now? Can you say something? Okay, now I can't hear myself. That's good. Okay, what is the translation of nabudu? We worship.
We worship you.
Right? No, nabudu.
Nabudu.
We worship. Now it's supposed to be, if I say nabudullah, what does that mean? We worship
Allah.
Allah. Yes. If I say nabuduhu, we worship him.
Him. Yeah.
Right? If I say nabuduka, we worship you. Okay. So when you want to create emphasis, you sometime bring the maf'ul in the front, because in nabuduka, who is the maf'ul?
Ka.
Ka, right? Is everybody with me?
Yes.
If you bring the ka before nabudu, it will become ka nabudu. Does it make any sense?
No.
No, because ka is an attached pronoun. Can it come as a detached pronoun?
No.
No. But so what is the status of ka?
Is nasab.
Nasab, right? So the nasab detached version or attached version cannot come here. We need to replace with the nasab version of detached pronoun. And what was the nasab version of detached pronouns? Iyaka. Yes. You saw that how this, you have to keep all these things in mind before you understand why iyaka came here. Iyaka came in the front because we need to create that emphasis, that distinction that we only worship you. And for that, we need a detached pronoun of nasab category, because over here the ka was nasab. Yes or no? Any questions?
No.
No question. Everybody, no question?
No question.
Okay, look at this. So this was iyaka right here. And what is it? Mansoob. Why we need mansoob? Can somebody tell me? Because in the na'budu ka, what was the ka? Was it the file or the maf'ul?
Maf'ul. Maf'ul.
Oh,
What is the file? Na'budu. Nahnu. We
File is-
worship you. The file was na'budu, right? And ka is you. And when you have a verbal sentence, there is a file and there is a maf'ul. File is always rafa and maf'ul is always nasab. Yes. A attached pronoun cannot be used as a detached pronoun. So when we say ka na'budu, does not make any sense. It's not legally allowed, ka by itself, because it's the attached pronoun. It must attach itself. Yes. So the need was, how do we keep the meaning, but we replace this ka with of a similar nature of mansoob status. For that, we went to the detached table and we took the nasab version of that and put it there. And that become iyaka. Yes, think about it again. What was the only difference in this? Let's see if I can show you. Where is it? This one. Isn't this, or this chart, let's look at it. This iya is the only addition. The rest isn't it the same as the nasab version of hu, huma, hum? Hu, huma, hum. You see, it's from the attached pronoun. You see this table here? Hu, huma, hum. Hu,
Yeah.
huma, hum. The only thing they did, they added the iya part. Yeah? They created this table and they call it mansoob munfasil, detached nasab version. Okay, will take some time to sink in, but inshallah you will get it. Over here, nahnu narzukukum wa iyahum. Wasn't it narzuku hum wa iyahum? What is this? Is iyahum here, is it attached or detached? Guys, iyahum, is it attached or detached?
Attached.
Iyahum. Look at this.
Detached.
Detached.
Iyahum.
Detach.
This is detached. Munfasil.
Detached.
Okay. So it is of nasab status, right? So we provide for you and them. Could you have said narzukukum hum? Look, think about, if you want to say we provide for you and them, aren't you going to say narzukukum and wa hum? Can you say hum by itself after the wow?
No.
No, because hum is a attached, and we're thinking about the, because there is a harf ataf here, right? Wow, we provide for you and them. So the dhamir would have been hum alone, which is of the attached pronoun hum. Yes. Can you have a attached pronoun by itself? Can you use a attached pronoun by itself?
Attached pronoun? No.
No. So that's why it was supposed to be iyahum, because it got replaced by the nasab version of the detached pronoun. Thinking? I think you guys are a little bit confused now. But if you think about it, it's the same thing. Look at this. Why we said na'buduka? We said we worship you, right? But we wanted to bring the concept, we only worship you. And for that, it was required us to bring the ka outside and bring it to the front. But since it's the attached pronoun, it cannot be used by itself. So it was replaced with iyaka. Same concept here. If you think about it, it was nahnu narzukukum wa hum. Yes?
No, but
home,
Brother Abid, over here,
yes.
iyahum, were you not saying that this is munfasil? That means it's the not attached pronoun, like independent pronoun. So like, is it the attached one or the detached one?
This one is detached one of the nasab category, right?
Yes.
Iyahum, because remember we saw the chart.
Yes.
And we said the only difference between the nasab and the mansub is the rafa and nasab is, especially in the detached pronoun, that we add iya in the
Yes.
front.
Yes.
But the actual pronoun is from the, if you think about it, this who is from the attached pronoun. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So in this sentence, this would have been only home. Forget
Yes.
about huma. But
Yes.
home is a attached pronoun. It cannot come by itself. Yes?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Right? And home was nasab, right?
Yes.
Because home is the maful here. So the way we replace the ka with iyaka, over here the home is replaced by iyahum.
Iyahum. Okay. Okay.
Look,
Okay.
is everybody follow now? Like what happened here?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now over here, amara Allah ta'budu illa iyahu. Same idea. It would have been, in the original version, it would have been only who. But who itself cannot be used. So we brought the nasab version of the detached pronoun by calling it iyahu. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And look at this. وَمَا كَانَ إِسْتَغْفَارُ إِبْرَاهِيمَ لِأَبِيهِ إِلَّا أَمْ مَوْئِدَةٍ وَوَعَدَهَا إِيَّاهُ. Same idea here. Anytime you see this kind of word iyahu, next time, you will realize that it was a attached pronoun of a nasab status, but it cannot come by itself. Wa'adahahu. It cannot come like this. It has to be replaced with the nasab version of the detached pronoun. Yes?
Yes. So are there two reasons for this? Is like, obviously it cannot come by itself because it's attached pronoun. And also, is it for emphasis in a sentence? That's why it's like iya, or no? It's
Yes. Yes. So that was the reason that in order to use it in a certain way, so there is one reason was the emphasis, but the other reason is that they cannot come separate, right? One of the ḍmā'ir cannot come separate. Yes. So it has to be replaced with the nasab version of the detached kind.
Yes. Sounds good.
So inshallah, this is actually very informative information, and this should increase our knowledge of the Quran, inshallah, right? So this one, the last one, let's take a look. وَقُلْنَا يَا آدَمُ اسْكُنْ أَنْتَ. We know that anta is ḍmā'ir,
Yeah.
detached. No problem here, right? Because anta by itself is the ḍmā'ir. We know it's a rafa kind and it's a detached one. Yes? Any doubt about that?
No.
No. But in the kulna, we have the na part, right? Is mudare, kulna, we said. Right? Is the na here is the mustater or baariz?
Na is
Baariz.
Baariz.
Right? It's the nahnu, yes?
Yeah.
And ya adamuskun anta. right? Anta यहाँ पे आ गया ना, ad muskun anta. wa zawjuka. Is zawj a noun?
Yes.
Singular noun.
Right,
Yes.
zawj, your
Yes.
wife,
Yeah.
you and your wife. Yes, zawjuka. So who's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asking or telling?
Adam alayhi
Said to Adam alayhi salam that you live and your wife. Either al jannah. Okay, so the ka is the attached pronoun of the jar category. Yes,
Yes.
because anytime there is a noun and there is a attached pronoun, that is jar. And this isn't this mudafun ilayh, your wife?
Yes.
Yes. Al jannata wa kula. This alif is the kula. How many people we're talking about? Adam and his wife. How many people are?
Two.
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 So isn't it alif the replacement for huma?
Yes.
Out of the huma, we only take alif. Yes. Minha ragadan haythu shi'tuma. Now tuma here, is it madi or mudari?
Butare.
Shi'tuma is antum. Antuma, right? Antuma is madi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Antuma. So here, these are, so look at this, every verse in the Quran, these things are embedded everywhere. Everywhere you're going to read, you're going to come across ḍmā'ir left and right, you know, and then you need to understand, is it an attached one? Is it a detached one? And if it's attached, is it a Rafa or Nasb? And the sentence will tell you, if you're dealing with a file, it's going to be Rafa. If you're dealing with the maf'ul, it's going to be Nasb. If you're dealing with the majroor, then there is a preposition or there is another noun which is in the category of murakkab izafi. Yeah? Yes?
Yes.
So inshallah, if you go through this document with little bit, you know, peaceful mind and try to map one to one, inshallah, you will pick up this information and you will be happy that you did, because now it will increase. And this is the chart which tells you where these things are used. I've only covered few of them. Okay, not everything, because they are also used with inna, and they're used with the fail, and they use the mudafun ilayh. We covered that. We also covered the majroor part, and we know that mubtada is always detached pronoun. Huwa, huma, hum. They are always mubtada. Yeah. And look at this. Bitor ta'keed, meaning to create emphasis. Yes. So, Sister Unaiza, to answer your question, this ḍmā'ir marfu munfasil. The English version will be the detached Rafa pronouns. Are they used for ta'keed?
Okay.
Okay. And the other ones are also used for that. So, inshallah, and then wherever the ḍmā'ir mansub muttasil cannot come, wherever the attached nasab pronouns cannot come, we use the detached nasab pronouns. Yes. Okay. Jazakallahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.